Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGarner.com, and this is my point of view, and you're literally looking out at the front windscreen of my car as I drive through the back streets of Hua Hin in Thailand. And I think it's far more, I think you'll agree, it's far more interesting to look at the road than look at me, because you'll see things that you wouldn't normally see possibly where you live. For instance, this combination unit on the left hand side now, red jacket, red sidecar. That lady's selling ice creams. Anyway, what's this presentation all about? It's about unity consciousness and the family of humanity. And I'm going to start with the conclusion that I would like you to consider the opportunity of considering that you behave with everybody older than yourself, irrespective of culture, creed, race, colour, sexual orientation, everybody older than you, as if they are your father, mother, and if they are much older than you, as if they were your grandmother and grandfather. Everybody younger than you, I'd like you to treat them as if they were your children, and if they're much younger than you, your grandchildren. And anybody a similar age, treat them as if they're your brother or sister. This is the family of the human race. There's far too much division. There's far too much separation. And even though we live, we're told, in a culture of diversity and acceptance of other people, I think that's a soundbite. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think a lot of people in this now PC delete culture hold on to prejudices, and it's simmering under the surface: racism, ageism, sexism, all sorts of isms. But I'd like to live in a world where we get away from all that. I mean, even language is divisive. It separates us. I've worked and lived in several countries, and I think you can communicate non-verbally, but language creates misunderstandings and translations get misinterpreted. And certainly that's the case maybe even in Britain, where I'm from, where we've got Celtic, Scottish and Welsh, and then we've got English, and then we've got different dialects as you go through the different counties, and you've got it in Thailand, where I am now, North and South Thailand, different accents and variations on the Thai language and the Isan language and the Lao language, infiltration of Chinese and Vietnamese and Lao and all sorts of different places. And these things, similar to sport, who do you support? People ask you, and you wonder if they're genuinely interested in football or if they're going to headbutt you. Literally, you can walk into a pub and be asked what should be a neutral, inert question, and depending on the response and also depending on the intention of the person asking you, that can turn into something unpleasant. So, all these things set us apart, and even the word human race, because it's all the race, it's all the competition, that it's all segregated into scales, education systems, top class, bottom class, first division, second division, third division, gold, silver and bronze awards, and we're always competing against each other. This needs to stop, and if you have to play the game to a certain degree, make it a game and don't be serious about this. Harbour no negativity or no malice towards anybody. Don't devalue people. no negative conversation, no negative discrimination. Just be kind, and it's far better to be kind than right. So even if you're right, even if you think you're right, it's not worth arguing about it, because it's just not worth arguing. And believe you me, that the voice in your head that might keep it quiet, that radiates a vibration. It's your voice says it, but your mind vibrates it. And if you've got hatred in your mind and hatred in your heart, it contaminates and poisons every part of your body, and you vibrate hate in the same way that you can positively vibrate love and kindness. So let me say again, everybody older, treat them with the respect that you would your grandparents or parents. Those of a similar age group to you, treat them like your brothers and sisters. And anybody younger, children or grandchildren, let's collectively create a unity in the community, and the world would be a far more beautiful, peaceful place to live in if we got out of the rat race, if we got out of competing with each other and trying to be right, and don't lose sight of the fact that we're all in this together, and together we can create amazing things, but apart, well, we can't. There was a cartoon that I saw, and it was King and Queen in a castle, and all the commoners, all the people in the village were coming up to the King and Queen in the castle like a revolution, a protest. And the King and Queen and all the staff in the royal family were saying, we're going to have to try harder to get them fighting amongst each other. If we can get them to fight amongst each other, they won't be attacking us. And isn't that true? It's so divisive. Politics, religion, all these things that are segregated. And in a round world, take no sides. We're in it together, in a human family. And if you meet people who don't want to play the game, people who don't want to be part of the family, send them love and walk away. Don't argue. Just vibrate love wherever you go, or be quiet. Be powerful, guys. Put your positive comments in the comments box below. Check back for more from me, Mike G, for free on Mr. GTV, or wherever you're viewing this presentation. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your mind.